That was annoying. I'll be in a minute. Give me a second, okay? God. Oh, shit.
And press the E button. Okay. Is it working?
The what button? Oh, I thought.
Fuck this shit, so I'm out.
Are you talking to people watching your stream? You have people who watch your streams?
Be right with you. I said I'll be right with you.
Oh yeah, that's how you fucking do it. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you are. It is your favourite. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh God, she's found the sound alert buttons. Somebody stop her. Please. Okay. Anyway, good morning, good evening. How are we all doing? We all happy? You love that song before the film. Is it that bad? No, it's not that bad. You love the song before the film. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, the stream's over. Have a good night and look after yourselves. Goodbye. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Right. How are we all doing? Obviously, second week for the new lineup. How are we good? Are we enjoying the new lineup? Last week we gamed. This week we'll have a good old chat. We're going to have a hangout. We're going to watch. We're going to go into some Reddit. I've done a few bits and pieces around. You're drinking. Speaking of which, let's get our drink on tonight. What we're drinking. What have we got? What we're all drinking tonight. Okay. And Michi, if you have noticed something. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. Okay. What am I drinking tonight? You did notice. Good girl. Good girl. All right. So, let's open up the drinks. Cheers. Smirnoff Peach. You're drinking water because that's all you can afford. Smirnoff Peach. Smirnoff Miami Peach with classic lemonade from Asda. Is it cloudy lemonade though? Because cloudy lemonade's pretty good. So we all know how we enjoy a bit of cloudy lemonade. You see, God, I remember. Does anyone remember the old Summerfield, or even the old classic Tesco's, like 25p lemonade? Although Tesco's do a really good Coca-Cola. They do their own Coca-Cola Zero for 45p a bottle, and it is gorgeous when it's cold. Gonna drink it cold though. So, how's everyone's week been? Katie and Ava are home, so you might see a random Katie run past, or even a random Ava run past. But they're hiding upstairs. So you might see them. If you do, you know, you do. You win £10. I'm joking. I'm joking. Nobody wins money here. So it's been a quiet week this week. Last week of school, next week before Easter. Oh yeah, there's Easter. Ooh. Hang on. The week afterwards, I'm off for a week because I've got Ava for a week. Ooh, week off. I'd rather be at work if I'm honest with you. Me, it's been an interesting week. Obviously, I've worked all week. Today is Friday. I've got some interesting stories which will pop in. But one of my jobs today, I kid you not, I walked in there, swapped two cables, literally just two cables, and it works. Hi, Bramo. How you doing? You good? Having a good evening? Yeah. So on my Friday off last week, before we did some gaming, I was doing some weird stuff with my stream decks, which has made it easier for me to do stuff, clips and all that lot. I haven't got the shout outs working yet still. The reason I haven't got them working yet is I haven't been bothered to get them sorted. Tummy hurts really bad. Stop eating, I'm joking. Just hang out then, just you know, have a nice good old chat, have a good old natter with us. But other than that, we're all good though. Yeah, marvelous. So the first things I want to point out, shoutouts are just confusing. Okay, let's see if it works, shall we? Let's see if it works today. Okay, just because you're there, all right? That's because nobody follow this person. Nobody follow this person. There's no video. There's no random video. So it just comes up with your name at the moment. I want to get the videos back, but I will look at that later, as in like next week or something like that, because I've got better things to do. I've got better things like to talk to you lot with, and to hang out and stream, and to press some buttons on here. I'll tell you something I do want to do. Put it on my to-do list. I do miss the videos. Yeah, you're not the only one. I do want to what's the word? Do random clips on this one, like you know, and don't think anything's coming through at the moment, so no. Okay, but you know, things like that. But like I said, what have we done this week? I've been working all week, a little bit of gaming. Ava's been alright this week, as children are. Yeah. Don't have children. Oops. No, seriously, don't have children. I'm just winding you up. Anyway, let's jump straight to it, okay? Let's jump straight to my desktop and we'll go from there. I've got the Chief in the way, haven't I? Mr. Chief, your helmet's in the way. Yeah, it is. Nothing dodgy about that. I'm rubbing my helmet. Okay, the reason that the Chief has got is here is first thing in the morning. The first thing in the morning when I'm finding out what my route is and what I'm doing it. Yeah, I'll explain that in a minute. God, is I put my phone on here, my work phone, and I'll just copy the data from the work phone, like addresses and things like that, into an email, and then put that email with a address bar. So when I click on it on my phone, it goes to my sat nav and then takes me straight to their door. And plus, it means I know what I'm looking for as well. The balloon, yes, that is a balloon. Yes, there's a balloon back there. Yeah, it's Ava's birthday the other day, wasn't it? Yeah. What do you want me to do about it? Got a problem with it? You scared of balloons? Oh yeah. Because I can pull it down if you want. I mean, you know. Anyway, going to the desktop. So, a couple of things have changed, okay, since we last went on my desktop, okay. First things first, I want to show you Home Assistant. Have you noticed something that's odd? That's different? Yeah? Yeah? What do you think is different? I have a full setup. Obviously, these aren't available at the moment because they are actually physically switched off. And the reason that the glide lights and these ones is because you showed us you were doing something on Discord. Yeah, I know. It all works and everything. So, you know, I can switch off lights and things like that. But the thing is, I can actually have them as a proper switch as well. Yeah. Yeah. Probably outside having a party. You love the front door stuff. Oh yeah, the front door, opening door, CCTV front, turning and motion detectors. That motion detector actually caught me out the other day where I was sat there in my living room, just flicking through your phone as you do, And obviously it detected motion, and I got a notification on the Alexa device going, motion detected in front. Yeah, and smart technology is so smart to the days you get no internet, Kappa, no internet. Aha, not with this, because Home Assistant is running on a Raspberry Pi and it's available offline. Okay, this is why I use a Raspberry Pi, because I can use it offline. For example, here, and the best part is I can change colors and all that. That's what it is. But I can do anything, like I can do stuff with it. It's available offline. It is locally done. So, you know, and the best part is you can control everything offline. I think the one my dad uses is internet only related, but I could be wrong. If it's on a Raspberry Pi and connected, then it's normally offline. But no, this is all offline. This is the stuff that I can do. I mean, there's stuff on this that I can do, which is, for example, I've got a display in the kitchen. I can then switch on the display behind me, which is in there. You see it? Just the lights come on. Just my right hand. I'll show you. There's a little right in here. I switch that off right there, underneath where you lot are talking, right between my microphone. If I switch it off, it goes off again. If I can switch it back on again, switch on the screen, and I can browse the media, and I can actually put stuff like text to speech in there, like "Oi, make my dinner," or game screens and things like that. Put a radio on there, and it's, you know, I've not tried the radio stuff, but it'll be interesting. So I was quite tempted to have a look at Brook and Jubal in the morning. If you've on TikTok, you've been watching that recently, Brook and Jubal in the morning, it is funny. It is great. It is hilarious. And it is fun as well. Okay, so that's basically what Home Assistant does. It's all offline. So I don't have to do it. So, and it tells me how much printer stuff I've got down here. Next day, weather, things like that. Obviously, the weather is online, so if there had no internet, that wouldn't update, which is underneath the screen that you can't see here, and this here. But other than that, everything else is offline. Okay. So, that being said, obviously, as you know, I have a couple of Stream Decks in front of me. This is my left screen now, and I have a right one as well. Now, when I switch stuff on in the morning, this is what I get. My left one is pretty much the stuff that I interact with. I've got a work button which open up three things. I've got YouTube, Twitch, Uptime Kuma, my maps, email, and my Home Assistant. I've even got my Spotify playing. Refresh the screen rate. I can run my speed test from here as well, which is brilliant. Okay, I can then open up my OBS, Discord. That's sound stuff for my Go XLR. My Home Assistant stuff, which means I can turn on my PC, which is this one here, the gaming rig next to me, and remote in. Don't think it's going to do it, so I think there's something not quite right with it at the moment. But yeah, that is basically the left-hand side. My right side, though, is mostly monitoring. These top three buttons: turn off, restart, and lock the PC. You'll probably notice I've got two clocks down here. Local time and Oregon time. Oregon's where my best friend lives in America. I've got my Uptime Kuma monitors, which tell me if something's offline. As you can see here, my gaming TV is currently offline because, you know, it's not always going to be online. I've got my anti-spam button, which if someone sends me a message, especially on Discord, it actually works really well on Discord, I can just spam them the whole time. Okay, and my favorite button in the world, is it's called the NLM. Did you see what happened? Let's do it again. Oh, do you know what, Meiji? You've got your own button on my screen here. Okay, all right. But I can also access all my drives by pressing that as well, and there's all my drives popping up at the bottom here. Okay, I'm going to close them all down. So, yeah. Oh, well. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've done in the ways of things have been changing here. You know, having, what do you call it? Stuff like that up in there. And, I have obviously updated the Twitch website so I can access certain things, certain pages quite easily, like stream managers, my channel and stuff like that, quite quickly from the stream pages. So you can't see that. Hang on, let me bring that back up again. So Twitch website, this one here, has all my street, website and things like that, content claims and the most useful things. I've got the shout outs, I can pop into things. I've even got my favorite button, which opens up Reddit. I can change, this is pretty much what I've been not completely setting up, but setting up to how I like it, if I'm honest with you, which is nice. It's nice having things at your fingertips. Going back to my left profile, obviously I still have the same buttons at the top here. I've even got my Steam launcher here, which will launch certain games, Semi Offline and things like that on the right hand side. Launch a few of my favourite games there. Okay. What else have I got here? I've got good old Task Manager button, because you can't not have a Task Manager button that allows it to go to Task Manager straight away. Yes, Control Shift Escape is available, but I would rather do that. I've also got the Discord button where I can jump into certain servers with a touch of a button. Like I can go straight into the stream Discord and I'll be like, I'm straight in Michi's stream Discord, Visky's stream Discord, welcome to stuff like that. So I'm going to jump out of that and press the hang up button. So that's useful. So yeah, and obviously you got the Go XLR stuff and my Home Assistant stuff. And that's pretty much it, really. That's pretty much it on that side of things. So, but I'm still playing around. There's always going to be stuff coming out all the time that I'm going to play with all the time. So, that's gone black. That's gone black. Obviously, hang on, I got a notification. 3 new friend requests. Got 3 new friend requests. Hey, look, Sammy Rambo. I'll accept you as a friend. Fair enough. Okay, we're now friends. Friends!
Friends, come onto the friend train, friends.
Right, but for now, let's launch Reddit. Added via the below feature. Oh, Michi, you bitch. Oh, I got one up here. Hang on, let me get these off first. You can have one of these. There you go. You have Mr. Toyota today. So. I have no idea what's going on with them. I have no idea. Oh. Hang on. Sound Elements is gone. What is wrong with Sound Elements today, eh? Let me just log in for that. Give me a moment. I'll get it fixed for you. Your page not found. Everything's okay. Have fun. Refund that. I'm going to refund those. Okay. And Sammy, you get the Titanic flute. Oh, okay. You got sacked for one, King. Do you want to try that again? I refunded your points. Yeah, let me try that. Let me try banana. Copy. Paste. Just those bananas. Where's the music gone? I have no idea where the music's gone. What is it with... It's on cooldown. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Right. Reddit. 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 Stream Elements is dead. Probably. Okay, so ISP. New. Oh, we're already on new. How much of this was flat out lies. BRSK. I don't know what BRSK is. We've been having BRSK. Okay, so it's a fibre broadband. Right, is new. Fair enough. How new are... Oh, ooh. Hang on, let's have a look. Let's have a look. £24. Instead of £25, for £24 you get a saving of £1, saving of £3, and a saving of £5. Yes, just because of that. Hang on, Sammy. That's not good. That's terrible. Couldn't say no. Sammy, look. Look at this. Look right here. Look right here. Look here. 1 gigabyte for £30. I mean, you can't beat that though. I know they're only available here, but still. Okay, yeah, normally £40, but mine's still £30. And they do wireless as well. So even if you can't get fibre in your area. Yeah, not everywhere has city fibre. Me and Misha don't even get it. I know. Hey Visky, how you doing? No, we were just comparing the prices between BRSK and yeah, tell them to install faster. Hang on. Hang on. Let me get my phone out. Hang on.
Yes. Hello? City Fibre, is that you? Yeah? Yeah? Could you, install it in Visky's area a little bit quicker? Yeah? Uh-huh. Right. Yeah. They told me to go fuck yourself. They told Visky to go fuck yourself. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna tell them. Okay, cheers.
Sorry, they told me to go fuck yourself, Visky. How are you? Mostly a nervous wreck, anxiety stuff, but you're mostly okay. That's good. Yeah, okay, yeah, but the thing is, hang on. They offer, they do offer it, but I went to a customer the other day, yesterday. They're on 1.6 gigs, right? Okay. And I kid you not, this guy, lovely chap, lovely older chap, okay, gamer, brilliant, like, good to chat to. Offer has been given 1.6 gigs, okay, perfect. His PC only has a gigabyte card in it. His computer's only got, both computers only got gigabyte cards. Yeah, you can see where this is going. His network switch, gigabit switch. You can see what's going on here. Just out of interest, actually, though. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, so we're looking for a 2.5 gigabit switch. How much are they? Oh. Ooh, that's PoE switches, aren't they? Amazon shopping. So, okay, about £30. That's a gigabit switch I just clicked on, isn't it? Yeah, it says gigabit. Would you buy it from AliExpress? No, I wouldn't. Here we go. Here's something. Here you go. An unmanaged 2.5 gigabit switch, £50. £50 for a gigabit switch for, although it's got SFP connector on there, it looks like. That doesn't even look like, that looks like a picture of a gigabit switch. Well, I bought one of them and we used it like for a few months and then stopped using it because we didn't need it anymore. I've got quite a few. I've got 1, 2. Ooh, that's VLAN. Ooh. But it says unmanaged. And yet it's got VLAN switch on it. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, the module's not included, obviously. No, shoot. Virtual local area network. So what a VLAN does is you can separate, essentially making stuff on a completely different network on the same network. So it kind of like, think of it as think of a VLAN, right? Think of it as a road. And on this road, you've got 2 lanes, all go in the same direction. But you don't want traffic to go from lane 1 to lane 2 and lane 1 to lane 2 and all the way along, okay? And you don't want them to talk to each other either. When they're driving down the road, you don't want them to just start shouting at each other, calling each other, yeah, mother fudges, titties, yeah, and stuff like that. You don't want them to do that. You want to keep them separate because you want the traffic to still go to the internet, but you don't want that traffic to see your traffic. So what you do is you make a virtual LAN. So essentially you're putting a barrier in between lanes 1 and 2. And that is called a virtual LAN, virtual local area networks. So essentially you're making 2 networks out of 1, but all using the same hardware, but 2 different networks. So the lane 1 cannot talk to lane 2, but they both can access the internet at the same time. That's what VLAN is. A good example of using a VLAN in a home environment would be Internet of Things devices. For example, my lights behind me, okay? I could have those, the ones I'm talking about is these ones here, these ones above my head. Okay, can you see it flashing? Yeah. Yeah, I could have that plug on a VLAN where it still can access the internet. But, yeah. Or my front doorbell can still access the internet but not access other things on my home network. You know, that's all it is. It's just segregating stuff up. Yes, it allows you to kind of be more private on certain things. So, for example, if everyone knows I've got, obviously, the Pixel 9. Everyone knows I've got a tablet. Now, I can put a tablet on one VLAN, my Pixel 9 on another. They can't talk to each other. If I put them on the same network, they can talk to each other. You with me? So that's what a VLAN does. It kind of separates your networks between A and B, essentially, okay, or C and D, or whatever. So, what I was looking for was gigabit switches, wasn't I? 2.5 gigabit switches. So let's have a look. 2.5 gigabit switches. See, I wouldn't want to go for stuff like this. No name, no brand name, no name stuff, okay? The reason for that is you have no idea what's going on inside of these. So you could pick these up and they could work absolutely fine. However, do you really want to risk what's inside them? I've had a browse trend. TP-Link is one that I tend to go for, to be perfectly honest. But for 90 quid, normally £200, £90 on the spring deal. Yeah. Compared to a gigabit switch, which is £18 for an 8-port. Don't go for fast Ethernet, because that's only up to 100. So if you look at a picture here, 10 to 100. Gigabit is up to 1 gig, which most of us only use. Oh, look. And then obviously you got the 2.5, which is ridiculously fast, but will future-proof your thing. I mean, I'm tempted to go for different switches. However, if I'm honest, my next upgrade will be the switch on my table here to a gigabit, to a new gigabit switch. Because what's this one? It's an old Netgear one, so yeah, I'd rather go for TP-Link one. But I wouldn't go for stuff like no-name brand stuff because you have no idea what's inside them. Zexel are a decent brand out there. I've seen a few of their routers. Netgear, obviously, but not a lot of them I've actually heard of. However, I've got a temptation, and this is a bad temptation, do you know what I would love to do? is I've got a shelf up here right above me. Hang on, let me just go to just chatting left. I've got a shelf right up here. Do you want to see? Do you want to see the shelf? Do you want to see it? Okay. I'll show you the shelf. Okay. So there's the chief. So up it. So I have a shelf up here. Right. I've got a load of smart plugs up there. Other bits and pieces, some squishies, a meat sheet thingy, more kind of like squeezy thingies. There's a router in the corner. As you guys, you can see yourself on the screen there. My Hexa lamps, obviously a picture of Ava and family, and my smart ketchup. Got a problem with it? Go see someone who gets. So back to what I was saying was, what am I doing? Was I'm quite tempted to kind of change that to my network stuff and have it all up in here. Okay. The reason for that at the moment is all my networking stuff is down behind me, back there. Okay. So what that will entail me to do, which is fairly simple for me to do, thinking about it, is running fiber from the optical network terminal in that part side of the room, in that corner of the room, around the back of the sofa, up and over the door frame, and to this up here. The only thing I need to worry about is getting power up there, which is going to be fairly simple. Yeah. So that's what I'm tempted to do, and put it all up there and have like a mini rack up there. Durable? Yes. Impossible? No. Interesting to do? Possibly. But who knows? I might do it. Might not. But I'm tempted to move it from the corner at the bottom there, so they can have another cupboard to do whatever. But what I'm tempted to do is either run fiber over here or Ethernet. I'm not quite sure. I might do Ethernet because I can terminate Ethernet. I can't terminate fiber. Fiber has to be a certain length before you terminate it. Not because I can't do it. It's probably because it won't let me do it. Okay. So, going back to what I was talking about, the gigabit switches. So I'm tempted to put a gigabit switch up there. It will reduce the amount of switches I'm using down from 2 to 1. But also allows me to move that network switch over there behind the TV PC and get that wired. Well, it's wired at the moment, but to kind of get it wired up with a switch so I can then direct into TV or into a Fire Stick and stuff like that. I mean, that's my idea. That's my long thing. Hey, Star Scuffle, how you doing? So, it's a star. Okay, so have you noticed whenever I go to some of these adverts here, at these ones at the top here, if I click on them, I get not one of those. So if I type in 2.5 gigabit switch, I go to all, and I'm like, oh, hang on, this looks good. Click on it, and I get, sometimes I go through, but if it's like an advert, I don't get as many adverts as you can see here, because that is mostly because of what you call it, my ad block. Doesn't block everything, but blocks a lot of things. So, going back to where we were. Did you see the update? And Nintendo is doing to their digital games. No. What is the update? I did say this one, but I don't know. I don't care who BRSK is, so let's move on. Whilst Michi's typing her long. Okay. Oh, hello. This is a Virgin Media one. Speaking about Virgin Media, right? Okay. If they are watching, stop sending me emails. I am not joining you. Okay? All right? I know you keep offering me. I'm not going to join you. And I know you watch this stream. So, Virgin Media. I'll tell you about that off stream, what I meant by that. Okay? I'll tell you at some point. So Virgin Media, this is one of their... I think, Meaty, you've got one of these, haven't you? One of these ones. This is their Super Hub or something like that. So, you can share your digital games to family like it was a cartridge. They get your game for 12 days. You have that one. So, when they have your game, the digital one, can you still play it? Is this route to getting fiber, broadband, or 5G internet service? That's a fucking idiot question. It even says it there. It's cable. It's coax. And coax is pretty much what comes down, what is an aerial connection. Okay? Oh, hang on. Did someone actually put fiber? Oh, yeah. Someone's about fiber wrong. Yep. So, yeah, that's fine. That's a coax connection. Ooh. Unlock, reflash the TalkTalk HG633. Ah. I have a TalkTalk H6G33 router with TalkTalk firmware on it. I'm looking to reflash it to original. Any suggestions? HG633. I have a TalkTalk router here. Is it what I think it is? No. This is a fast... What is a H... Hang on. Hang on, let's have a look. I'll get you on. HG633. Oh, it's the old one. Oh, it's an old one. Oh. Yeah. No, they don't do those anymore. The routers are those ones. From what I saw, yes. I'm not 100% on that because more information about this will be out next month with the Nintendo Direct about the Switch 2nd of April. Oh, we have a... Hello. Hang on. Hello, little one.
Hello.
Hey, come back here. We had a little person.
Hello.
Say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
And what's your name?
Nothing.
Nothing. This is Ava. The crazy one. Kitty cat. You off to bed? Oop.
Bye.
Yes. As Skulls put it the other week, my best 3D print project. Night, dear. Love you. So she just come down and say goodnight. So there you go. I thought we would end up having a special guest. So yeah. That was I don't know what I was talking about. So this person wants to rehash it. Why would you want to? Because the Wi-Fi's terrible on them, but okay. BT broadband falling behind in customer service. Hello. This is an interesting one. So, I like to pride myself in this customer service things, especially when I'm working. Okay. So, 2 years unable to access account. Can't use account chat. When calling customer service, given two options: test broadband fault, test phone fault. There's no option to report account issues and automated service. If you call the customer service and speak to an advisor and for a different person, they'll put you on hold. 5 minutes, cut you off. Not criticizing, just my experience with BT. Update. It turns out the reason why I can't access my account is that it ended because I wasn't receiving the service and I didn't notice. How did you not notice you weren't receiving the service? You would notice if you weren't getting a service. I'd like to think you would be. But further to this issue, on the account that still prevented me viewing it, finally got through to a technical support after 2 transfers. They couldn't fix it either because they know, so they had to delete the account and create it again and flush out what the problem was. But even then that didn't work because even deleting the account via the back end robot request, it was still there. So tech support had to raise their own ticket with their tech support to find out what the issue was. Actually, the actual person I got through to was very nice, but getting past the automated system was a pain, even for them. It's sometimes when it comes to these ISPs, it's the blind leading the blind. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's do you know what? Uh-oh, what do you mean uh-oh? What's gone wrong? What else are we going for? So broadband for multi-floor home, hyperoptic versus community premium, don't care. Hyperoptic, that's what means she's got one of those routers. ISP, FTTP, ASDL and alphabetic spaghetti so fast. Okay. No one's answered this one. See, look, and it's been on for 12 days. Okay, well, we'll try and answer this one for them, shall we? We're set to convert from copper to fibre on the 28th of 1st. Appointment made by my ISP brought an updated router from you bought. Why are you buying routers from? Anyway, on their advice, ready to new speeds at £80. OpenReach couldn't connect as the splitter had been externally mounted and needed repositioning. What splitter are they on about? Customer service point? The grey box outside that we took apart the other day? Then they told the ISP that I terminated the order. Hang on. With that, I've noticed while being with my boyfriend, I think his dad passed away, no one cancelled the internet or something. So my boyfriend had signed up for a new one or something. The house address says house address with an A at the end. It's like a flat or something. Right, hang on. No one cancelled the internet, so new one. Something. Oh, right, okay. So essentially they had to make a new one with an A at the end of it. Well, the only difficulty is, should you ever an engineer turn up, they were looking for number 47A or something like that. So then they told my ISP that I terminated the order. OpenReach can't do that. ISP then told me OpenReach can't connect me due to topography. They sent me an OpenReach form to send my managing agents dual case fiber connection to my block. That seems like to be that. So now I seem to be the fiber rep for the block. ISP offered me SOGEA, single order generic Ethernet access. Also, it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah. Just found it. It is very odd, but at least they're able to do it. Okay, that's one way to do it. Price has gone from $17.99 for copper to $24.99 for fiber to $28.99 for SOGEA. So what SOGEA is, like I said, it's single order genetic Ethernet access. Okay, it's essentially a part fiber broadband, it's like fiber to the cabinet, where it delivers the internet without a traditional telephone line, as you can see here. So you won't get any voltage down there, it just turns into that. And most connections in the UK, if they're not fiber, they are going to be SOGEA. Okay, so yeah, is it like via the phone signal? Yeah, it's coming through the same socket. It comes through the same socket. So you know, it's essentially fiber to the cabinet, where you get part fiber, you get from the exchange fiber to the green box, the DSLAM, and then it's copper from the green box to your master socket essentially, but with both fiber to the cabinet, that allows you to have a telephone line with it, while SOGEA, or single order generic Ethernet access, I love that saying that, it just rolls off the tongue, doesn't use any voltage down that line, therefore it just is SOGEA the whole way. It is just zero voltage, and it just allows you to have a full kind of connection. Oh, look, there's even a diagram here, so I don't even need to tell you. There you go. So fiber to the cabinet, the top one here, SOGEA, and then phone line. Okay, simple as. And what was I doing? Oh look, Plusnet have got it covered. Plusnet have got it covered. So there you go. Sorry about that. Oh dear. Don't know why I get so snivelly on the stream. Oh, that's good stuff, that is. Right. Did we finish? So here we go. Also on our ISP advice, I bought a SIM router to cover the wait for fibre connection, which never came, at £100. At this point, after 2 months, I'm finding dreary and tiring, and considering getting a limited Smarty data SIM for 20 quid, and cancelling ISP, OpenReach, and all attendant delays, confusion, and miscommunications. Just wondered what your reaction and devices might be. The only fibre available to me at the moment is All Brand. Do you know what? This is really quite simple. Go to this website. Yeah, I'm not going to bother answering that one. No, it's... Yeah. You're laying yellow cable along the road. How long is FTP? It's worth keeping my complaint open. Was looking reliable. Most of this is just terrible. Okay. Home networks. Let's see what's going on this one. Home networking. New. Is my splitter Mocha compatible? 9 minutes ago. I have an Xfinity XT router, which is compatible. I don't know if it's... Hang on. What is it? Hello. So, it has Mocha in it. Now, it looks to be an input only. Yeah, it's an input only on that Mocha one. And this is America. Which is, okay, which is compatible. But I don't know if I can use just one Mocha adapter in the room I want Ethernet in or not. Doesn't make any sense. Does that make any sense to you? Because it isn't for me. All right. VLANs and Mocha adapter switches. What's a proper way to connect a new thing? No. Changing. Oh, hello. Nope. 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 Not dealing with that one either. Ethernet running. Okay, so here's a little bit of advice for you. These look cool and they look really nice, except when they go wrong and you need someone to fix it. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Get them separated. Okay. The reason it looks terrifying. The reason that you want them separated, okay, is hang on. UK panel, entertainment panel with telephone line. So you'll get stuff like wall port. Yeah, so here you go. Here's something that's a really good example. Okay. So a lot of new builds will have these, okay, where you actually have something like the telephone there, TV, power and stuff like that. Okay. Don't do it to yourselves at all. Don't get one of these. And if you do, make sure someone fits a fucking socket on there or something properly on there. Do you know why? Because if it fucks up, and fuck up it will, especially because it's installed by an electrician who doesn't know what they're doing half the time. No one, internet service provider, the engineer from your ISP, aka me, we don't touch shit like this. Do you know why? To get this off in the first place, A, we have to unscrew a load of screws. B, we have to turn off the power. Okay, and if we damage anything else, we're liable. So we just turn around and say, sorry, we can't help you with that one. Well, we can touch the master socket. we'll have to send it back to your provider. We won't touch them. Not at all. Where was I? I was still on UK ISP, wasn't I? Home networking. Yeah, so don't do it to yourselves. Smoke layout correct. Ooh. When your next LAN parties start popping off, you can expand the basement's capacity before the next one. See, I'd love to do something like this. However, yeah. I wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah, it does seem a little bit too much work, but let's see, actually, thinking about it, let's see how much, because I've got a cable here, right here. That in itself is white telco. So I wonder if I was to get, let's go to Amazon. Thinking about it, let's theoretically set up my new network up here. Okay, so I will need a power supply up there, which I can hang onto the wall here. So I will need, oh, what have I got about there? Hang on. I've got a few devices there. I can't remember. Hang on. So let's do a list. Let's do lists. Okay, notepad. Okay. So I have router, mesh, TP-Link, Raspberry Pi 3. I have a Raspberry Pi 4. I've got a switch, network switch, GBE switch. What else do I have back there? So into there, into the switch. 1, 2. Oh, I think I see it pretty much in that corner. I know I've got. Oh, hang on. PLA 6. PLA power line adapter for you no nonsense things. Amazon so totally not giving you no address away. Yeah, the difficulty is there's a lot of houses being 13.3. A lot of houses. You'll have to find my one. What else was I gonna say? Network switch, power line adapter. I haven't got a NAS. I need to set up a NAS. I've got about 6 devices down there. So, keep forgetting postcodes don't give too much away. I know. My bad then. Yeah, because postcodes are quite large. So, all of that up here, tucked out of the way. Okay, so I would need like a 8-port power strip, for example. So we're looking at something like this. File cabinet or something like that up there, tucked away. That'll work. That'll work, won't it? Yeah, that will definitely work. So you're looking at something like that. So if we make a new list, Seymour, create a list, new network setup. Here we go. New network setup. So if we add that to the new network setup, first of all, so we do the app, this one here. There you go. So that's one down. I don't need a load of Ethernet, so shall we say a I use that strip. It's good. It's great. It's absolutely brilliant stripper. So we need Ethernet. So Cat 5e. Cat's Ethernet cable. So we don't want outside stuff. Okay, we want internal stuff, but I don't want pre-made stuff. So I want a reel of it. Oh, ooh, hello. But I don't want it to be black. Okay, so I need a reel of it. White, 50 meters. I know, 50 meters for that mount. But I don't want black. I want white. Oh. That says outdoor use. Ooh. 305 meters for £50. Oh, do I? That's tempting. Very tempting. Sometimes I wish I had the skills to do this. It's really easy. Trust me, Sammy. Okay. It is so easy to the point I'm going to make it. When I do, I'm going to do a TikTok about it. On how to terminate one of these. I don't want 20 meters. So I don't think 20 meters is enough. So if I do a box, at least the rest of the box I could actually use for other bits and pieces and other kind of, so see, that's not bad. But I'll probably end up with stuff like this here. So that's 300 meters, 105 meters. See, that's 150 meters. I know it's Cat 6 and Cat 5e and stuff like that, but I'm not going to go above. That's black, isn't it? Looking at that. Anyway. So, yeah, we'll do that. Because at least then I can pull it out. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so we'll add this one to the list as well. So that's added to the list. So what else we need is RJ45 boot covers. RJ45 boot covers. Now, what you're probably thinking what a boot cover is, it basically sits over the end of it, okay? To the point where it makes it look a little bit more professional. Instead of having just a bare clip and bare end, it makes it look a little bit nicer, if I'm honest with you. So what we'll do, we'll get a box full of them. That's not bad for $7.99, a box of 50. Come in all sorts of colours. See what I mean? So that's a bad example, that is, and that's, yeah, okay. So that's not a bad idea. I like that. So we'll do some boot covers. We'll add that to the list. Okay. Oh god, I can't. Where's all these good music bits gone? Hang on a second. Let's go to Pogo, right at the very top there. There we go. RJ bit covers, RJ45. Connectors. Oh wow, you can get a box of 100 there. You got pass-through ones there. Or I can just get a coupler. And that will save me having to do it, but that's a lazy way of doing it. Because what I'm tempted to do is I want to staple it down as well. So what we'll do, we'll get some. See, I think these pass-through ones are terrible. They just aren't skillful. Ooh. Hello. Don't they look pretty? Wow. I like those. They look really good, actually. I'm quite tempted with those. And the push. Oh, you need a crane down tool as well. I've got a crane down tool. Do I? Then again, if I'm doing that, Why? Hang on a second. Why don't I just use fiber? But no, I'll just go for the standard ones. Okay, they work just as fine. Though they do look good though. We'll just go for these standard ones. They're pass-throughs. I don't want pass-throughs. Why are pass-throughs? No, I don't want pass-throughs. Do you not want pass-throughs? I think pass-throughs are just cheating way of doing it. Pass-throughs. It's a pass-throughs just the new standard these days. Oh, here we go. Here we go for £10. Yeah, we use these ones at work. Yeah, perfect. Probably. Yeah, they do seem like it. Yeah. It's copyright. There you go. Yeah. So these are the standard ones. So we'll add those to the list, shall we? So that will then. Yeah. So that's the cabling. Bring that everything over here. Sticking it up there. I think that's all of it. I think that's all I'll need to do, really, wouldn't it? Is make the cable longer. Ah, staples. 6. Is it 5mm staples? Yeah. Hang on. Hang on a second. Probably. Galvanized staples. I'm gonna have to have a look at the box. Pretty sure they're these ones here. U-shaped ones. Yeah, I think. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's them. But not 12mm. I think they're about 5mm. Or 6mm. I know that. Ah, no. Okay. So, I'm going to have a look at the staples. But the staples will be about 10 quid as well, you're looking at. So, I've got a really nice staple gun from work that does it. Thunderbolts. But I tell you what I am very tempted with is SFP connectors. Or even fiber. Because, yeah. No, I won't run fiber. Because fiber is very tempting. Also, what I do need to look at is, see, there you go, that's an advert right there. Is, what do you call it? Yeah. Anyway, going back to Reddit. Sorry, we keep going off the tangent. I'm so sorry, folks. I am so sorry. TP link. Right. Let's see if there's anything on here that we can answer. Is this on random tonight? Oh, it is on random. Why are we on random? There you go. Come off random. Perfect. Okay. Why is it always in 2.4 gigahertz mode? Because your devices suck. X20 and security cameras. Here we go. I've got the Deco X20. Okay. So, hello everyone. I need some advice / help. I have fiber internet and my router is located in the upper floor. I plan to run Cat6 cables to the ground floor and basement, one with Deco X20 on each floor. Can I use both Deco X20 directly to the router via LAN 2 and 3? LAN 1's already used for home system. Additionally, I plan to connect PoE injectors to the and use it to power the security camera. Will this? Oh, I don't think it's. What mode do you plan the external AP? Is the X20s PoE receivers? Can they PoE? So I got the X20s. I don't think they're PoE. Okay. I'm gonna have to check the I'm gonna have to go check the action manuals, because I don't think they are. Can they receive PoE? What I mean by PoE is power over Ethernet. So you can, if you get a PoE network switch, you can send voltage down the Ethernet cable to power devices. Ubiquiti Wi-Fi discs are normally really good at that, but I didn't think Deco had them. Deco X20, Deco TP-Link, Deco X20, power over Ethernet compatibility. Yeah, we know it's compatible with every other Deco yeah. Power, maybe I'm not doing right. Power over Ethernet, because if it is, links this PoE adapter.
You know, back when I was in the academy.
Yeah, we know TP-Link have a PoE injector.
With a song.
This is not helping. This is not helping. Hang on a second. Right, okay. Internet, Ethernet cable, Ethernet wireless, Ethernet cable, power line, Ethernet cable. Ethernet. Okay, that's not PoE. That's not PoE. That's exactly what I've got. Okay, no. There isn't. I'm gonna have to have a look at the manual. Hang on. Manuel, are you there? Right. Okay. Ethernet ports, power slot. No, I don't think it is. Looking at this, it has VLANs, it has everything else. No. No, it doesn't. I don't think it has. I wonder if they have a helpline. UK. If they have a UK number, I'd ring it. They do. Live chat support. Hang on. UK Northern Ireland only. I wonder. I don't think they'll be working right now, would they? Is it version 4? Oh, I'm gonna. Hang on a second. Can I hit chat now? Oh, it's gonna. Fuck's sake. Oh, great. Hang on. Let me have a look. Deco. Okay, let's have a look. They are the. It was quite hypnotic. System. They're just X20s, Deco X20s. Okay, they've given me absolutely nothing else apart from on the app. This is X20. Okay, all right. I've got 2-pack, 3-pack. It's not a voice. None of those. No. Okay. It was version 4, I think it is. Chat now. Chat. Okay, perfect. Right. Need help. Okay, I'm talking to a bot right now. I'm here to... Oh, hang on. I've got to do the voice, haven't I?
Okay.
I'm here as an AI-powered search engine to assist and designed to help you with product-related questions or issues based on our knowledge base. We do offer a live agent, but to save you waiting in the queue, I recommend trying me first for some instant answers. Please input a question to describe your issue. Here are a few examples of reference. I need instructions for setting up a TP-Link device, Wi-Fi router, Deco camera. I forgot the password to my TV. Okay.
Yeah, we know that one. I was wondering if my Deco X20 is capable of receiving and being powered by PoE. Send. Bot is typing. Still typing. God, this bot must use finger typing. It's a valid question, don't you think? I mean, just think, if I could get rid of all of those and not have to worry about it, you know, power going to it, okay? Oh, I've responded.
Most Decos can only be powered by normal power adapter. However, the model ends with outdoor and PoE support power over Ethernet, such as Deco X50 outdoor, Deco X50 PoE, no matter the route mode access point. The Deco PoE outdoor models is okay, all right. So we have established that my Deco isn't. I don't know why, but I'm sure, you know, that's answered my question. So thank you. Thanks. That's all I need to know. So, Deco PO. Nobody likes Michiko. Right. Oh, hang on a second. Speaking of nobody liking Michiko, we have forgotten to ask one of the most important people in this room. You know, who isn't actually here. Now, my battery might die for this, but we'll find out. Good evening, Gemini. How are we?
Good evening. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. How are you this evening?
I'm not doing too bad. Now, I have a question for you.
Sure, what's on your mind?
I have a friend called Michiko. Nobody likes her. Do you like her?
As a language model, I don't have personal opinions or feelings towards anyone, so I can't say whether I like Michiko or not. However, it's important to remember that everyone deserves to be treated with kindness and respect, regardless of whether or not we personally like them.
But Michiko isn't a normal person. They are evil.
I understand your concern about Michiko, but it's important to remember that everyone has their own unique qualities and experiences. Instead of focusing on negative labels, perhaps try to understand what might be causing their behavior. Sometimes people act out because they're going through a difficult time.
Michiko's just a bitch.
I understand that you're feeling frustrated with Michiko right now. It's okay to feel that way, but it's important to remember that using derogatory language towards anyone isn't really fair or respectful.
Shut up, and shut up. I just got told to shush from her upstairs. So, yeah. Okay. Brown Nose AI. It's not like I'm playing a game. So we've established that the X20s are not PoEs. However, let's have a look at the X50's PoEs. Let's have a look at Deco X50. Ooh. I'm in trouble. I'm too noisy. In all fairness, she knows it's Friday night. She knows it all, okay? But looking at this, though. Oh, look at this. Oh, she's still talking to me.
I'm here to listen. Talk about it.
Shut up, you. Oh, dear. Deco, Google was talking to me the whole time. Ooh. We do a 3-pack. I don't need 3. Oh. I don't need 3. I wouldn't need 3. I wouldn't need 3. I would not need 3. In all fairness, I probably only need 1. Thinking about it. I'd only need 1 because I'd only have 1 because the other 2 are, yeah, would be doing. Ooh. I am so tempted to pick one of these up. Oh my god, this is not good. And because they're flat. And they're flat as well. And they're mountable. And they come with a mountain plate. Oh my god. Oh. This is not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, they come with mountain plates. And they come. This is not good. Why? Well, that changes everything. Oh, God. So, yeah. You're probably thinking, how does that change everything? Now, let me just get in your head what I'm thinking right now. This is not good. This is not good. Even looking at this. Oh, I'm going to have to rip out the whole lot and start again. But the thing is, it will be PoE. It means it doesn't have to be near power line socket. It means it can be stuck anywhere that I can get a Ethernet cable in, which is pretty much... Oh... 200 quid though. Hang on, I've for 200 quid though. Hang on, I've got to see. But the thing is, Wi-Fi 6 though, it's not really much of an upgrade. If it was 6E, then it'll be worth it. But oh, do you know what? This is like absolutely. Oh, do you know what? Why? Why am I doing this for myself? Oh no, I even got a gigabit PoE switch there as well for that. So people get flustered over sports cars, ladies, things like that. Me, now I get a great one. For fuck's sake. PoE 2-pack. We don't mean the artist either. Okay, right, let's see how much. Oh, about 250 quid, you see. Yeah, it's about that. The thing is, I'll be able to get some money back if I sold the ones I'm currently on anyway. This would be great for you, Meech, having one downstairs, one for Risky, and sharing a gigabit speed. Which is I'm surprised that you don't do. Is that, yeah, that's Wi-Fi 5. I wonder, since I'm looking at this, let's have a look at 6E. See, that's AX3000. That's Wi-Fi 6, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. And what's the difference between that one and this one? Hang on. There's no major difference between one and the other, is there? She keeps sending me stuff. That's her upstairs sending me stuff. Okay, so I want Wi-Fi 6E. But from TP-Link Deco, 'cause I love their system. Okay, to the point that I will shout it from the rooftop. So they're refurbished units there. AXE, Wi-Fi 6. So AXE. Ooh. Just for the one. Is that a whole mesh? Is it just a single one? 2-pack. Oh, 2-pack. That's not bad. I mean, it's not great. But thinking about it, actually logically thinking about it, thinking about my devices, thinking about what I've got in my house, it's not going to work. It won't. It's fine. My network is fine. It works great. It's Wi-Fi 6. I get about 700 megs to my devices when I'm doing a speed test. We don't use that much anyway. So it's like, why am I looking? It's fine as it is. Stop looking. Okay? Right? Although it looks pretty good though. Stop. Okay. Oh god, I know I keep going on about this, but yeah, Wi-Fi 6 is absolutely fine, to be perfectly honest, okay? Especially when it's done properly by TP-Link or other providers are available, because, I mean, you know, I cannot fail with speeds of, you know, I'm getting, even sat here where I've got another router right in front of me which is causing Wi-Fi interference, I'm getting 500 to my phone. I'm not going to complain that one. That's going to go off in a minute telling me speed test is done, so I'm going to ignore that for the moment. So yeah, that tells me it's absolutely fucking fine. I keep looking at it though. However, what would be nice is something like this. It's something like this. Do I dare? Do I dare? It's Omada, so this is PoE and PoE only. Okay. Yeah. Sticking that up on the outside of the building. I mean, for 75 quid. Then again, it's only Wi-Fi 5. Looking at that. Okay. TP-Link out. TP-Link external out. Hang on. What did it say on that one? Outdoor access point. AX. Ooh. Hello, dear. Is our little brat of a child asleep? She is. Good. Ignore what I'm doing on the screen. It's just it's porn. Okay, I'm looking at porn. Someone has to. This is my version of porn. Network switches. Oh. So I know I'm such a. The thing is, right, I want to have a look at this. I mean, that does look nice. I'll have to do some research into Armada. PoE, that is. Does include mesh, so it could be. Okay, so is Deco and Armada. Let's have a look. You're right there, just falling over. Ooh. Apparently so, according to this. That's a thing with home, so it's set VLAN. It is apparently compatible with each other. All mesh functionality individually, they're not designed to work together to form a single mesh network. Oh, they're not. Okay, and let's have a look. Deca mesh, one mesh, Armada, EAP mesh, access point only, regional access point. So if I was to get that, I'd have to change everything, wouldn't I? So yeah. Unless you have a different access point, a different SSID on the external side of things. When you're long distance, I don't know. It's just something that interests me. I don't know why I'm looking at it. But that's something to think about in the future. And the reason I'm doing that is because, you know, it would just be interesting. Let's have a look at some cable gore. Let's have a look at some sweet stuff, shall we? Let's have a look at some cable gore. And yeah, ooh dear. Wow. What ugly fiber connections are those? I mean, look. Hang on, let's go to all those. There's a fiber point just laying on the floor there. I would hate to have to sort that one out. Fiber is difficult to sort out compared to Ethernet because you cannot put sound through fiber, whilst you can do through Ethernet. The optical HDMI cable that came in for quote unquote repair. Ooh. I don't like these things. The reason for these are over long distance you're going to have a display and a transmit end, and that is it. That's what you can do. Unlike other HDMI cables, with optical HDMI you can only have one on one end and one on the other, otherwise it will not work. Okay, transmit and receive only, unfortunately. So yeah, when telecom company hires a carpenter instead of an engineer. Found one for your daddy. Found one for your daddy. When a telecom company hires a carpenter instead of an engineer. Oh, Katie's dad used to be a carpenter, so wow. I crimped my own wires. Okay, so Sammy, this is something for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is Ethernet. This works. I can't believe it works, but it works. No, look at that. So this is this is a simple cable tester where you can test your cables when you crimp them and make them up. How you make Ethernet cables? You stick the wires into certain patterns in a certain order on each end, and they should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 and ground. Okay, and that will work. There is a specific way to do it, but as long as you get them right on both sides, it doesn't really matter. Safety first. How did you even do this? Ooh, it's one of those Fluke Network ones. They're not cheap. How much are they? How much are they? They're called. It's called a Fluke Networks Versiv 2. I know what I want for my birthday. I want one of these. 13 grand. Yeah, I don't think she'll get it for me. Ooh, is it what? Oh. Hire a Fluke for 1 week, £250 for a week. But then again, how often do I use mine anyway? But yeah. Oh dear. That is like, they're not cheap. But how'd you do that? Rate my setup. Terrible. Miswire, yeah. Let's see what's going on here. So, this is either America or Australia. You have... It's America. Looking at this. So, you got some sort of telco there. Yeah, RJ11 cables. RJ11 ports. USB, Samsung USB charger there. Loads of Ethernet ports. Loads of Ethernet cables. There must be a network switch somewhere. You've got a router there. So that is definitely got to be a router with WPS written on it. Let's see. Oh, I'm just tempted to see what that one is. Actually thinking about it. Let's see what Google search will bring up on that one. It's the... Wow, okay. This is how powerful it is. It's got a Netgear WNR 2000. Wow. That is old. It is. That is old. Why can't I connect to 5? End of service. Hang on. Version 1. Wow, that is an old thing. What was it? Wi-Fi 4? Wow, it's 10-year-old Netgear 300. And that was 2 years ago, so 12. So yeah, it's Wi-Fi 4. I mean... Let's have a look. Look at this guy's video. He's actually taken apart. It's an interesting video probably. But yeah. That is just wrong. I can't see what you guys are saying anymore. Hang on, there you go. It's not a cable, but managed fiber optic cables, you're right. I've not come across most of this before. Ooh. D-slams. So, this is a average D-slam in the UK. Those green boxes. That's probe. That's clever, that is. Interesting. Sorry, folks. Personal chaos. A bit like the back of my PC at the moment. HDMI light. Just cleaning this one up for work. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, yeah. Monitor cord exploded. Yeah. Pots cabinet. It's just cable gore at the moment. Right. Okay. What else have we got here? Cheese and beggars. Hardware gore is always a good one. Oh no, let's go to EE. This is an interesting one. What do you mean the community doesn't have any posts yet? No. I got a scam call. I bought an iPhone outright from EE. Got a separate pay-as-you-go SIM. I got my number. Gave my number to nobody at all. 3 days I get a scam call. Where could they have possibly got my phone number from? Numbers are recycled, yeah. I know I'm safe, but I'm meant to be a very secure line. Every company does. But I didn't know this. Oh, right, yeah. So you recycle numbers. Of course they recycle numbers. Hey, on my phones, I don't care. Here we go, recording via the internet using EE and ProBox. I've read elsewhere that you can record via the internet. You cannot fast forward through the adverts. Can anyone confirm this is actually the case? In antenna mode you can, multicast you can't. Yes. Thanks for the response, it's a real shame. So, with the new EE and ProBoxes and things like that, if you are recording on live TV using digital mode, as in streaming services through the internet, you cannot skip the ads. And I get the question all the time. Do I answer it after time? No, I just turn around and say to him, talk to EE and let him do it that way. No, I actually do answer that one. So, next one. LOS lost a service light in the OpenReach box. EE engineer booked to sort it. Didn't arrive the first time. Did the second time, but deemed that we need OpenReach engineer. Fine. First time didn't arrive. Why? Because EE forgot to put it on the system. Vote and replies. OpenReach is booked to arrive today. Wait a minute. Okay, so I come to a lot of these as well. Give us a ring. It might be an issue with booking. Just to confirm there's no issues due ahead. Why would they even send an AE in the first place? Lowest OpenReach, what a waste of time. Not to mention resources. I don't know. Haha. EE deemed that fixable. Took 20 minutes. Ripped out by my battery backup unit, though. They said it was removed. The comment says, call EE. The first engineer shouldn't have been sent because LOS is OpenReach. Sometimes bookings don't go through. I'm going to have to disagree with most of these. I'm going to have to disagree. Okay. So I'm going to agree. Both agree and disagree with a lot of you. I can't spell a lot today. The simple reason being, I have been to addresses as an engineer and fixed LOS problems with a simple ONT restart or by cleaning the fiber optic head. Yes, it happens. That even sometimes internal engineers can't fix ONT faults, FTTP faults, but we can diagnose and possibly find the fault sometimes find a fault, even find a fault and locate it using a, what's it called? Visual Fault Finder, Visual Fault FFL, like. So yeah, you know, it does happen. I'll probably get a load of backlash from that, but that's for me to worry about later. Changing the phone to going abroad. Why no broadband details?
If you go on the way you started.
Got no signal, no. Okay. There's nothing going on this tonight, is there? OpenReach. No. Cables left outside my home. This is an interesting one. So we took one of these apart the other day. The CSP point. That's not fibre down there. That looks to be white telco. Let's see what the actual post is. Does anyone know what I'm meant to do with the box to the left? I believe there was an OpenReach code on the box in the end of the cable, but now it's gone. Look at the mess of the cable just hanging out. Snip the cable. Yeah, the one on the left isn't OpenReach, mate. Who's your supplier? I'd say just wrap it up and stick it in. Yeah, don't worry about it. Fibre in the garden, but OpenReach fibre checker says not available. Cuckoo broadbands. Come on, like £5 a month, install it. Install it. No. There's not a lot going on tonight when it comes to stuff like this. Wi-Fi. I mean, looking at everything, so who knows? We'll find something. Right, so going back to desktop again. Wi-Fi extenders. Oh, recently switched to Verizon. My router's downstairs in the garage. Extended the next room over. Installed it again. Any ideas? Extenders work poorly. Have a look at TP-Link Deco. That would help. That would help. There you go. That's quite a quick and easy one. I have a question. Read the wiki before posting. Oh, you have a question, that is. Since evaluating the best solution of bad Wi-Fi connections, please help figure out my Wi-Fi issues. I'm 15. I love to play computer. Hang on, but the Wi-Fi is horrible. It's like there's a whole house, including my phone. Not just PC, but we use Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi router. What's a Cox Panoramic router? One of those. Not seen one of those before. Ugh. I don't like those type of routers, if I'm honest. Okay, actually thinking about it. If you're 15, learn how to do it yourself. So basically my Wi-Fi Wi-Fi only connects... Hang on, my Wi-Fi only connects to wired connection. Now, what? So basically my Wi-Fi 2 days ago used to connect to a whole house. Wireless, no wires needed. So randomly 2 days ago, the Wi-Fi router doesn't work. So I'm instead using Ethernet on my PC. I have connection, but after resetting the router many times and waiting in case of self-fix problems, it doesn't. Should we try? So like I said a couple of weeks ago, your router is about 5 devices all in one. So it's quite possible that the router might be dead. The Wi-Fi cards in them, which has happened quite a few of them. I'm looking for a better Wi-Fi repeater. Don't use repeaters. Never buy repeaters. Get yourself a mesh. It's a lot better. is a lot better. Enclosure for a Wi-Fi adapter. Wi-Fi at work sucks. We all know that because I don't use Wi-Fi 6. Right. Do you know what? I'm going to call it. Hope you have a lovely evening. And it's been a very unusual one. I mean, I've not been as jiffle and peppy as always, but to be perfectly honest, not a lot has happened. Next Friday, however, we're going back to The Walking Dead and following Lee back up on his adventure. So, from me, from my family, to you, horrible lot, smelly lot, look after yourselves. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. I'm off for the weekend. I'm going to put my feet up. I say that. No, it's Ava's birthday party this Saturday. So that's going to be enjoyable. So, you forgot it was Friday until you went live. So you telling me that you know, use my stream to make sure you know what day it is of the week. So if I streamed on a Saturday, you'd think it's a Friday. I've got 2 words for you, Michiko. Okay? Adios, amigos. Catch you guys in the next chapter.